Hey everybody, welcome back. Well, ketamine and vitamin therapy both can help treat many conditions, and they can benefit your overall health and wellness too. So joining us this morning is Lisa Scheller. She's the owner of the Evansville Ketamine Clinic along with her husband. And we've been talking quite a bit before we've come out here, Lisa. I really think this is something that a lot of people don't know about, haven't heard about, or don't know much about. So
Correct.
That's why you're here with us this morning. So let's start simple. What is ketamine?
So ketamine is an anesthetic drug designed for humans in the 60s that offers anesthesia properties and pain control. It won't drop your vital signs or your drive to breathe, which makes it a great tool in the operating room.
Okay, so that's kind of maybe where people have heard of it before as an anesthesia.
Yes.
But we have found ways to use this in a much lower dose and in certain situations to benefit a lot of conditions.
Yes, so in low dose infusions, it's proven effective to decrease symptoms of depression, anxiety, PTSD, OCD, and chronic pain.
Okay, so your clinic, you offer this.
Yes.
Okay, so can you, real quick, we've talked about the insurance thing. That may be something that people wonder too. We're going to do this separately with our ketamine and our vitamins, but does insurance cover the ketamine therapy?
Well, ketamine is FDA approved now for anesthesia and pain control, but not for mental health. So I don't bill any insurance, but I do give my patients paperwork to submit to insurance for possible reimbursement. And we take HSA as well.
And you'll kind of help them through
Absolutely. We give them all the paperwork
process.
and an app to do it. We make it very simple for them.
Okay, so let's go now to the vitamin therapy, because these are two separate things.
Yeah.
What do you use the vitamin therapy to treat mostly?
Yeah, fatigue, immune boosters. We have people that are traveling that come in and want to boost their immune system or give them a boost before they go. We treat fatigue, long haul COVID things, autoimmune things. We have people that have had gastric bypass surgery that have malabsorption issues, so we give it in the IV.
Yeah, all kinds of things. Do you have to go through your doctor before you come to the clinic?
Not for vitamin therapy. I do all the consultation and assess their needs. So there are sort of some mixtures that we have that are all inclusive, but depending on what your needs are, we can tweak and individualize your infusion.
And what is your background, Lisa?
Okay, so I'm an advanced practice nurse, but I'm also a nurse anesthetist. So I'm trained in anesthesia. So that's where I learned about ketamine in the operating room, and then have just sort of ventured off to this.
And you started this back in 2020, which was right before we went into the COVID pandemic. What made you want to start this clinic back then?
So probably at least 2 years before I opened the clinic, I had just come across how it was being used for ketamine was being used for mental health, and I was already using ketamine in the operating room. It's a great drug, and I saw it being used for mental health, and I just out of curiosity researched a little bit and found out that there were places like this elsewhere, and I just kept thinking, wouldn't that be great if one came here? Never thought I would do this, but it didn't come here, and so I knew this community needed this, and so we brought it here.
And that was a few years ago. How have you seen it grow, and how have you seen it help people over the past almost 3 years now?
Yeah, we've had great results, most of them life-changing. So ketamine has about a 75% response rate, but for us personally, about 90% of our patients have had positive results. And like I said, many of them are life-changing. And in the beginning, where our people were seeking out, so we do require a mental health provider to document their diagnosis before we treat them. And in the beginning, some providers were like, well, I don't know what ketamine is, so I'm not going to sign this. And now providers are seeing their patients getting better, and they're referring patients to us without patients even coming to them first.
So you're seeing it grow and become much more popular. Real quick, we didn't talk about the insurance for the vitamin therapy. You said that was different.
It is. So Anthem has been reimbursing some for post-COVID things. So we treat a lot of post-COVID conditions, and they are likely to get a little bit reimbursed, at least towards the deductible, and we take HSA for that as well.
How can people get in touch with you? Because we've thrown a lot of information at them today, but you're going to be coming back on our show over the next month. But how can people get in touch with you guys?
So we have a website, evansvilleketamine.com. My phone number is probably listed somewhere up here, 250-8881. Or they can email me, info@evansvilleketamine.com. We answer all the calls ourselves. We answer all the emails ourselves. It's not an automated response.
Good to know.
So any of those places.
Lisa, thank you so much, and we look forward to talking to you again. This is all very interesting and just so much information and great information, and I love that you're seeing these amazing results too. So we'll talk with you again soon.